I recently had the opportunity to sit in on a few sessions where I received inspiration from some of my fellow instructors at the college where I teach. And one of these instructors was Nicholas Palmer, who talked about how he was using ChatGPT and other AI tools to help build in LMS puzzles to allow students to practice their work. And one of the puzzles he was using was his own version of the New York Times connection puzzle. And it was really interesting and, again, kind of inspirational how you could create these things in ChatGPT, plug them into the content creation modules in Blackboard. If you don't know, when you build content in Blackboard, there's usually a little button that looks like a less than symbol and a greater than symbol where you can actually place HTML content, and it shows, and the students can play along with these games to help them learn concepts or topics. So that was great. One of the struggles was that these particular prompts that he was using some pretty simple prompts, and I included the original prompt in the description of this video, but it didn't allow for the recording of the student's completion or grade assessment on the puzzles. So what I have done is I actually dug in a little bit, again thanks to the inspiration from Nicholas to do this, and tried to figure out a way that we could use ChatGPT or other tools, and I have used ChatGPT specifically for this to actually make these exercises, these puzzles, gradable. So I've included the prompts I've used, and you'll want to adjust them, of course, to meet the needs of what you're looking for. And ask ChatGPT to not only build the code, but actually put it in a zip file. Now, if your version of ChatGPT does not do that, you can still use this prompt to create the code files, and then it will tell you how to put them in a single archive and use them the way I'm going to show you here. So I'm just going to go under course content in one of my development courses, where this isn't a real course, but I put all kinds of things that I'm experimenting with in here. We're going to create, and the type of content we're going to create is a SCORM package. And really what we're doing is we're just uploading the SCORM package that I asked ChatGPT to create. So we'll click here, and I'm going to browse or upload the SCORM package that was created. So you can see I'm getting a little bit of an upload progress bar. We're at about 75%. Now it's complete. Anytime you upload a SCORM file, and if you don't know what that is, feel free to reach out to me or do some individual research. So we're going to call this Connect Word Game. And you can call it whatever you want. I'm going to extend the due date out to next week, Friday. And for everything else for now, we're just going to leave them all the other options by the defaults. And as you learn more about how SCORM files are configured, you may want to adjust these. And we'll hit save. When we do that, we now see we have a Connect Word Game. And I'm going to make that available to students, or visible to students. Then we're going to do the same thing again, and I am going to create a SCORM file. What we're doing is we're creating another puzzle or another exercise. Already been created for us, but we're going to upload the SCORM file, and this one's going to be on African animals is going to be the topic. It'll have quite a different format, and you'll see how it looks from a student view in just a moment. Again, we're at about 75%. Now it's uploaded. We do get a warning here. When you get these kind of warnings, it may be good to go back to ChatGPT and say, hey, I got these warnings, and see if it will adjust the file. I think this file could be better, but you'll see in just a moment. I think it's really workable. Again, we're going to go with the default settings, which include 100 points. You may want to raise that up or lower that down. We'll save this file here. And again, I will make it available to students. And then in just a moment here, I'm going to play the role of the student by going into Student Preview. And when I do that, I'm going to do the Connect Word Game first. And when I try to do the Connect Word Game, it says, hey, you have a pop-up blocker, but still allows you an alternate way to launch. When you look at this interface, you may say, well, that's a little bland. You could always go back to ChatGPT or whatever AI tool you're using and ask it to enhance that. There's also no instructions here, which you could provide separately to your students, or you could ask ChatGPT to put it in this package. But I think I kind of understand what I need to do here. I need to find groups of 4 that are related, red, blue, green, and yellow, and we're going to hit submit, and I'm 25% of the way there. This particular game is set up that unless you get it all right, you can't ultimately submit it to Blackboard. You keep getting kind of more chances. We're going to look at Michigan, Erie, Huron, and Superior. Those are Great Lakes. And we're going to submit this, and it looks like we got those right. I'm going to do something incorrect here so you can see what happens. These do not really have the same type of connection. I hit submit, and it just doesn't let me go any further. So instead, I'm going to go with Lansing, Albany, Austin, and Phoenix. And we'll submit that. Looks like we're 75% of the way there. And then we'll group these last 4 together and submit. As soon as I do that, the actual assignment clears. And we will go back to our grade book, and we're going to see, did we get a grade on the Connect word game? And you can see this is my student view. I'm not doing too well. Lots of zeros here. And we'll go ahead and go to the next page. Oh, look at that Connect word game. I got 100%. So that's pretty good. Let's go back to the content. Remember, we uploaded another SCORM archive earlier. African animals, fill in the blank. And if you recall, this was the SCORM upload that gave me an error and said there might be some problems, but we'll see if there's any problems with this one. Again, I'm being blocked because of pop-up blockers on my computer, but there's an easy workaround. What we're going to do is say for the tallest land animal is what? I'm going to say it's a giraffe. The lion known as the king of the savannah is what? The chimpanzee. Okay, that does not seem to be right, but I don't know what the right answer is at this point. I'm going to say black and white stripes is zebra. Long tusks. What do we want that to be? We'll say elephant. And birds that cannot fly and have very long legs. Well, let's say the ostrich. Now, we're going to submit this, and we got 80 out of 80. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see the way this is set up if I can change the King of Savannah to Lion. Oh, there it is. I'm going to resubmit 100 out of 100 and it disappears. Now, if I wouldn't have corrected that, I could have just closed it and it would have recorded the 80 out of 100. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how that worked in my grade book. I'll go back down to the grades, and now I have 100 out of 100 on both of these assignments that were created in ChatGPT. Now, hopefully you can experiment. Take some of the prompts that I've given you in the description on this video and give it a try, and let me know how you've altered these to work better in your situation. Thanks for watching.